Tonight, a blend of mystery and horror awaits. No introductions, just a straightforward plea. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, regardless of whether you consider it mere folklore or absolute truth, remember, this is a perilous world. In this realm, dangerous acts are committed, and engaging in these practices carries severe repercussions. Keep your distance. You've asked for facts and studies, and you've got them. But steer clear of these tomes. Even if the risks and dangers are mere possibilities, remember, entering this world is not as simple as leaving it. Behold, the Necronomicon. Tonight's episode delves into a subject many of you have eagerly anticipated. Thousands have urged me to discuss this topic, an episode brimming with mystery, intrigue, and peril. It's highly contentious. Today we're talking about a book unlike any other. It has sparked significant debate across different religions and cultures, both Eastern and Western. A book considered mythical which has inspired numerous other works, yet the original remains elusive, with no clear traces. The identity of its original possessor remains a mystery to this day. So take a deep breath, get ready. The eerie Necronomicon. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to my official channel and hit the notification bell. Our story starts in the 8th century AD in Sana'a, Yemen, with the Yemeni poet Abdullah al-Hathrad, the infamous Mad Arab as he was known. His lifestyle was marked by heavy alcohol use and frequent indulgence in narcotics known at the time. He was deeply fascinated by the ancient beings that once roamed the earth, firmly believing remnants of these beings lingered in secluded corners of the planet. This belief drove him to explore ancient ruins across maps, considering these beings sacred. His journeys took him from Iraq, visiting ancient Babylon and the eternal ruins of Mesopotamia, to the pyramids of Egypt, further fueling his beliefs. After spending a decade alone in the desert of Rub al-Khali, or the Empty Quarter, he eventually settled in Damascus there. He began writing his most infamous work, the Necronomicon, a term in Arabic meaning the night sounds of insects, believed by ancient Arabs to be the voices of jinns and demons active at night. In his writings, Abdullah documented his encounters with bizarre creatures and the arcane knowledge he gleaned from them. We'll explore more about these dark arts later in our episode. Abdullah al-Hathrad's death is intimately tied to his writings. According to legends and scholarly texts addressing the Necronomicon, misuse of his newfound knowledge led to his demise. Historians, like Ibn Khalkan from the 13th century AD, claim a beast from Abdullah's book materialized and ended his life. Some tales even recount how this creature devoured him before shocked onlookers. Bizarre, right? In 738 AD, the story of the Mad Arab poet, as Howard Lovecraft dubbed him, came to an abrupt end. Lovecraft, who introduced the Necronomicon to contemporary audiences, revealing many of its secrets. Up next, we dive into the distinctions of this tome. Unlike typical magical texts that relied on astrology to foretell the future, like the famed Nostradamus, this book recounts ancient entities and beings predating humanity, including jinns and demons. One of the notable entities Abdullah encountered was the Cthulhu, a mythical creature said to dwell in ocean depths and on land. According to the texts, Abdullah stumbled upon the remains of Iram of the Pillars. Further in his book, he claimed to have met jinns and demons, learning magic from them and even venturing back in time to meet Cthulhu, later a central figure in Lovecraft's tales. Abdullah also described how these demons taught him to summon the deceased to uncover the secrets of hidden history. They revealed tales of angels who fell in love with human women, their offspring briefly ruling the earth, a story echoed in the Book of Enoch and Genesis. Those who've perused the book describe it as filled with symbols and talismans, instantly recognizable as tools of sorcery. This magic, though inherently harmful like all dark arts, served another purpose: to summon and converse with the dead, to unveil past mysteries. If we delve deeper into this 999-page book, we encounter names: foreign, Arabic, Western, and Eastern. These names belong to the dead since creation's dawn. Terrifying. Also, A section of the book discusses the laws of death, its phases, and what lies beyond. All this comes from translations and interpretations of the book, as later noted by Lovecraft. The tome also features illustrations of creatures that might seem mythical and unreal. Yet, according to Abdullah, these beings are real, and he not only described them, but also sketched them to warn those who might see them. The most chilling aspect, though, concerns the book's cover. Imagine it's crafted from human skin. Yes, you heard right, human skin. Where this skin originated remains a mystery. It's intriguing to note how a foreign author became intertwined with the tale of an ancient Arab poet. Let me explain how this book, or even just the idea of it, reached one of the foremost writers of horror and mythical creatures. Numerous articles, including one with a letter from Lovecraft himself to American writer Clark Ashton Smith, detail how Lovecraft learned of the book. Initially translated into Greek in 950 AD by Theodore Vilatas, it was later known in the West as the Book of the Dead Necronomicon. This translation was ordered destroyed by Patriarch Michael I in 1050 due to its harmful effects on readers, driving them to madness. The book was later translated into Latin in 1228 by a priest named Olaus Wormius, but this too was banned and burned by Pope Gregory IX, except for a single copy rumored to have survived in the Vatican's ancient library. This copy eventually came into the possession of English magician Dr. John Dee in 1586. With his assistant Edward Kelly, Dee translated the book into English, though it was never fully published, with the original kept in an Oxford library. This copy later influenced Aleister Crowley, a modern magician deeply affected by Alhathred's character, prompting him to revisit the locations Alhathrad explored. Crowley shared tales of the bizarre book with Sonia Green, whom he met and reportedly married in 1918. After their separation, Sonia encountered Howard Lovecraft, the author who popularized the Necronomicon through his writings in the 1920s. Lovecraft sought to fully rewrite the Necronomicon, but instead drew from Sonia's accounts, incorporating them into over 18 of his renowned stories. The protagonist in his stories was the mad Arab Abdullah al-Hathrad, with the legendary Cthulhu taking center stage. Lovecraft's narratives sparked widespread debate, leading other writers to seek permission to use his characters in their works, a request Lovecraft gladly granted to fuel the hype surrounding his creations. One notable book, inspired by Lovecraft's Necronomicon, is the Simon Necronomicon, penned by an enigmatic author named Simon. Lovecraft passed away in 1937 from undiagnosed bowel cancer, a delay not due to medical oversight, but his own deep-seated fear of doctors, which prevented him from seeking help despite severe pain. Thus ended the life of a writer whose work was inspired by one of the most daunting books and who became a legendary horror story author, leaving a legacy of inspiration and mystery for future generations. Now, onto the religious perspectives on this mysterious and dangerous book. Religions have always played a role in addressing magic. Starting with Judaism, we found no specific stance from Jewish rabbis on the Necronomicon, nor any significant mention of it, though it has been linked to ancient Jewish magical texts like the Kabbalah, which we'll explore in future episodes. Moving to Christianity, remember how Pope Gregory IX and Patriarch Michael I reacted by burning all known copies. This indicates a clear denouncement of the book due to the dangers it presented to its readers. Interestingly, the Islamic view on the book and its content is absent. While magic is unequivocally forbidden in Islam, books like Shams al-Ma'arif, known for its controversial magical content, have been explicitly banned, leading to its prohibition in terms of reading, printing, or handling in most Arab and Islamic countries. Yet, unlike Shams al-Ma'arif or other magical texts, there's no mention of the Necronomicon in Islamic literature or any prohibition against it, simply because there's no information available on this book in Arabic, despite claims of its origins. According to Lovecraft, the Arabic versions have vanished entirely. Multiple articles claim that Lovecraft admitted in a letter to American producer Willis Conover that the Necronomicon, or Al-Azif, as known in Western countries, was entirely his creation. The character Abdullah al-Hathrad, later known as Abdul al-Hazred, was a figment of Lovecraft's imagination, inspired by his family name, Hazard, and refined for authenticity. Moreover, Lovecraft revealed that the name and concept of the Necronomicon came to him in a dream, influenced by his early reading of Arabian Nights by Andrew Lang at the age of 5. Further investigation reveals inconsistencies, such as Lovecraft's claim that Olaus Wormius, a 17th century Danish physicist, translated the book into Latin in 1228, a historical impossibility. Similarly, English magician John Dee, known more for his role as an advisor to Queen Elizabeth I and his work in mathematics and chemistry, was inaccurately credited with translating the Necronomicon into English. Regarding the translated copies, Lovecraft referenced Miskatonic University, located in a fictional place called Arkham, both products of his imagination. Yet, the debate persists. Questions about the origins of the Necronomicon's name and its descriptions of Arabian locales suggest a deeper truth that some believe requires actual travel to these sites for such detailed knowledge. Some sources insist the only original copy exists in a highly secured Vatican library, off-limits to the public. But Lovecraft's own letters lend credibility to those skeptical of supernatural phenomena and ancient beings he called the Old Ones, leaving the door open for further research and speculation. So here we are, having explored the enigmatic Necronomicon. This book continues to stir debate, raise questions, and inspire curiosity. What do you think? Is the Necronomicon merely the creation of a writer influenced by tales like 1001 Nights? Or is there more to this story? Could Abdullah al-Hathrad be more than just a fictional character, perhaps someone who really engaged with demonic magic and communicated with ancient terrifying beings as described? If so, where is the original Arabic manuscript on which all these tales are based? Is it hidden away in the Vatican as rumored? And importantly, amid the cautious treatment by religions of black magic and related texts, there remains a subtle warning to steer clear of these realms without any outright confirmation or denial of their existence. Are there individuals today who have uncovered the truths hidden within the Necronomicon and other such texts, discovering magic that has affected countless lives? The answers remain elusive, and I look forward to your thoughts and responses in the comments below.